Hey guys, welcome back to the channel on our regular Sunday. And for you new folks, thanks for checking out my channel. I really do appreciate it. Today we have the Casio countdown timer. This is model number WS1600H-1AV. This is the yellow model. Well, it's not really yellow, but the display's got yellow in it and the text has yellow in it. There are three different versions of this. Again, this is the yellow model. Casio has been making, some sort of iteration of one of these octagon-shaped watches, like the Casio Royale. They've been making these things for years. Anyway, this is the latest and greatest. I love these watches. I think they're a fantastic value proposition. That's a fancy way of saying you get a lot for your money. Let's check it out. All right, guys, we'll get into this thing, but first check out my Amazon shopping channel. If you like this or any of the other watches I've reviewed on my channel, y'all know I get a very, very small commission if you buy anything from my Amazon store. So I really do appreciate it when you do it. All right, here you go. Typical Casio packaging here. Got your outer sleeve. Got your little clamshell, minus the hinge. Got your clamshell box. There you go. First look at the watch. All right, guys, now before I get into this thing, I am giving this particular watch away. Yes, I spare no expense. This thing is about 30 bucks. The sky's the limit with me on this channel. Again, I spare absolutely no expense. Yeah, it's a cheap watch, but hey, man, it's a watch you didn't have before. Anyway, I will go ahead and ship this out to you for free. And obviously, I'm giving away the watch. I'll be doing this, actually, I'll be announcing the winner next Saturday. So take a look at the channel. See if you've won the watch. Just make me laugh, man. Say something funny in the comments to make me laugh, either about the watch, about life in general, anything you want to do, tell a joke, I don't care. Anything that actually makes me laugh out loud, that person is gonna win the watch, and I will contact you and let you know that you've won, and then I'll have you email me with all your information, and I'll go ahead and ship out the watch to you. So now, I would prefer this be people only in the United States, just because international shipping would probably be, more than the actual watch is worth. So anyway, I will do it if somebody internationally wins. I will ship it out to you in Tasmania or Australia or wherever you are. I will ship it out, but I kind of prefer, at least, continental United States subscribers, just because it's going to be a little bit cheaper to ship. Anyway, so guys, here's the watch. Again, you got 10-year battery right there. Now, this 10-year battery, depending on how much you use the LED lights, depending on how much you use the functions, I would say realistically, you're probably looking at 6 or 7 years maybe. That's just me. No scientific data to back that up. That's just my guess. Again, depending on how much you use that LED, it does have dual LEDs. Which is nice. But again, if you want to get to that stated 10-year battery life, don't use the LEDs that much. All right, let's go ahead and take it out. Under here, y'all know these little Casio packages. Here's your manual and stuff right there. Again, there's your 10-year banner. Right down here, it says 10-year battery, 1/100th of a second stopwatch LED light, and 100 meters water resistant. All right, let's get all this boring crapola out of the way. I'll give you all the 7 specs you need to know down there in the description field, and then we'll talk more about this watch. So you're looking at a 42.1 millimeter resin case. It's 12.5 millimeters thick. It's 45 millimeters lug to lug. Comes on an 18 millimeter resin strap. Water resistance is 100 meters, which is 330 feet. Again, you get the 3556 Casio movement. Again, with about a 10-year battery life, more realistically, probably 6 to 7 years. It might go longer, you never know. And you do get an acrylic crystal, no sapphire or anything like that. So again, if you want to check out all the specs, check down there in the description field, and you'll learn more about this watch. It's got 2 LEDs. It only weighs 39 grams, all that type of stuff. So guys, I love these. There are tons of these Casio watches, again, like the Royale. There's another one with 3, I can't remember the model number. It's got 3 little displays, circular displays up there. They're almost identical in a way so far as the information they provide, but how they display it is a little bit differently. Again, this comes in 2 different colors. It comes in a red. Let me go ahead and show you these. Now, when I say red, I mean that countdown timer text is red, and the actual back of the LCD segments kind of tinted like a little red. And there's also a green version, same thing. The text is in green, and the background segment, the color of the LCD is also tinted green. So there is that one. And of course this one, this is not really yellow, but it's kind of yellowish. And then of course the text is in yellow. And I prefer this one. This is like a yellow and blue. This strap has kind of got like a blue tinge to it. And man, I love these watches, man. They're very light, again, 39 grams. They're super functional, extremely legible. You got those big LCD digits on there. The date's big, the time is big, the day is, the day is big. Got Saturday on there. Of course, by the time you're seeing this, it's going to be today, which is Sunday. Anyway, but they're just, they're cheap, they're functional, they're well built, even though the fact that they are, relatively affordable, fancy way of saying cheap. They're very affordable. The straps, they're not going to be, really the most comfortable, at least on the onset. You're going to have to break it in for a couple weeks. But, they kind of, serve their purpose. You got a regular old tang and buckle here. Tang and buckle is also plastic. You got a plastic keeper. There you go. Let me go ahead and open this thing up. Let me show you the case back. And then I'll just kind of go through the basic functions. Again, guys, this doesn't have a ton of features, but it's got enough for, a $30 watch. So there you go. There's the case back. It always shows you the module number right there, which is what, the 3556. It says Casio. It says water resist. Normally when it says water resist, that means it really is only water resistant to like 5 atmospheres or something very small. Normally you don't see that WR on a watch that's water resistant to 100 meters. So I'm kind of curious why they put that on there. Anyway, so here's the rest of the case back. I need to wipe this thing off, by the way. There you go, wiping it off. In fact, let me wipe it off real quick. There we go, much better. All right, I didn't want to think the person that's going to get this watch as the giveaway is thinking they're getting like a used watch or something. It's not used. Anyway, so what was I saying? Oh yeah, they're the water resistance thing is kind of weird. The fact it says WR when it's actually water resistant to 100 meters, which is pretty cool. All right, now a couple things right off the bat. If you want to see 24-hour time, you just press down here. That shows you your 24-hour time, which is basically just adding 12 to whatever time it is. Pretty simple. After 12 o'clock p.m. So if it's, if it's 2 o'clock, add 12, it's 1400. So there you go. Pretty simple. There's that. Go through your basic functions. There's your stopwatch. Now, the one thing I do love about this watch is no matter what mode you're in, you always see what time it is. So 5:37 right there. There's your timer. Your timer comes in different presets. There you go. And these are basically for like sporting events, different quarters in sporting events in different games. So you got a whole bunch of different ones you can choose from, which is pretty cool. There you go. So let's go now to, this is for interval training. If you're a gym rat and you like to go and work out in the gym, do a certain number of reps, this will do that for you, which is pretty cool. Again, you can see the time right there. World time. I've got it set to London, which is 5 hours ahead of us here on the East Coast. So in London, it is 10:37 p.m. over there right now. And then you get an alarm. You only get one alarm. You don't get 5. You do have that hourly time signal, which you can see the little bell right there. That indicates that the hourly time signal is on. So every hour on the hour, this thing will chirp a couple times. And then if you wanted to turn the alarm on, you would just press the settings button and then turn that alarm on. Actually, if you just do it over here, it'll cycle through. So there you go. So now the alarm is on. So it's set for 7:30 a.m. and the hourly time signal. Now they're both off. Just alarm and then just hourly time signal. Guys, super, super simple watch. This right up here, the display, it's really just kind of a visual reference of the, the time, the seconds counting. This is in 10-second increments over here. I'm sorry, this is 10-minute increments over here. These are in seconds, and then these are the actual individual seconds. These are 10-second increments, and then this is the individual seconds. It counts up, then it counts down. That's just basically how it works. It's basically just a visual reference of what you're looking at. And I'll go to the stopwatch. If I want to start it, you can see it going up there. So that, let me reset it. Now, if I want to do the countdown timer, if I push this, it'll start counting down. It'll go backwards. There you go. Pretty cool. Reset it. And guys, honestly, that's about it, man. I mean, there's not too much else to tell you about this watch. You've got 4 pushers. The caseback, again, is a screw-in caseback, not a screw-down caseback. Again, here's your strap. This right here is pretty cool, is that kind of locks it in place. Those little divots, not divots, those little, I don't know what you call those things. Little protrusions, I guess. That helps kind of lock the strap on your wrist a little bit, which is nice. Again, you've got a 10-year battery. You've got illuminator. This thing does have a fantastic LED. It's got actually 2 of them. Fantastic LEDs on these things. And guys, I mean, again, super cheap watch. Not really, much else to tell you about this thing. All right, let me try this on my wrist. I think this might be a tad small for me, or maybe it might actually fit. I can't remember. Okay, yeah, it fits. It's a little small, but there you go, it fits. Wow, super light, only 39 grams, good grief. That's crazy. Again, kind of got that muted blue, like not even the navy blue. I can't think of what, indigo maybe? All right, there you go. Let's cut out the studio lights and my monitors here. And let's show you what the backlight looks like. Now, this is not an auto LED by any means. You got to press the button. But it does a fantastic job of lighting it up. There you go. I think it stays on for, God, it seems like, what, 2 seconds maybe? Yeah, something like that. There you go. But, that's enough time to, tell what time it is. And it lights up everything. So you got those big double LEDs. Now, the visibility does decrease a little bit depending on the angle, the viewing angle. Let me go ahead and cut the lights back on here. Your visibility, it kind of, when it kind of tilts down like that, obviously it does get a little bit, it's not too bad. Actually, it's not bad. Just when you tilt it down, you start to lose some visibility. The angle, the viewing angle is a little bit less. But anyway, guys, again, I'll be giving this watch away next Saturday. Again, just make me laugh in the comments. Obviously, I'll ship it for free as well. And if you want to get one of these, head on over to my Amazon channel. Again, I think they're currently, like $29. And again, they do come in 3 different colors. So if you want to pick one up, head on over to my Amazon channel, pick one of these things up. And guys, that's really about it for this one. And as usual, if you like my content, guys, please like and subscribe and click that notification bell so you can be made aware of all the new uploads that I publish. Normally I do a new video every Sunday. So with that being said, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next review. Take care. Bye-bye.